Yep, y'all. I'm done made it down here to the St. Louis area with my bishop friend Jermaine Carter. Y'all can see some of the stuff he got on here, you know. I don't eat beef or pork, but what you got on there, Bishop, that I might eat there? What is that over there? Look, you got all type of ribs, huh?
There's turkey ribs.
That's,
right here, it's turkey ribs.
Ain't too many people heard of those, that it,
turkey
Bishop.
ribs.
Okay.
But, look here, I got some beef ribs. Look how tender those is.
Yeah, tell my daughters and them if they don't act right, we gonna get them to the cats and the rats somewhere out there, ain't we?
No. You ain't gotta give them to the cats. I guarantee you show them to somebody. Oh,
I seen on your live somebody wanted to know if you selling those, Bishop. If they willing to travel, I guess they ain't got a way to travel if they in Southeast, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, I appreciate you, Bishop, allowing me to come down and even just look at it. I guess you let me eat some of it once, huh?
You better eat something.
Hey, I get on the scale before I leave, before I start, and when I leave, it's gonna be a big difference, ain't it?
It's gonna be a big.
Oh, you can see that stuff cooking. Look at that smoke coming out the side. Look at that, y'all.
Open it up so she can
Yeah, look here. I even taste one of his onions. His onions taste better than some of these restaurants.
Look, that's something new.
Yeah.
That's something new. Cook it, put onions on top of it, wrap it up. Oh man.
Oh, Bishop, they won't know it. Is you giving classes out?
I'm giving classes, and if you want to know how to cook beef ribs,
how many? They can probably get about 6 to 9 college credit hours on culinary arts, huh?
They can get some kind of credit on it.
For the culinary arts, huh, Bishop?
Yeah.
But I appreciate you, Bishop, for allowing me to come down. You know what I mean? Don't too many people have time for other people. You know what I mean? Make me feel good that somebody care about me.
Well, it's always good, man, to have people to come over and fellowship with us.
Okay.
You know, we don't discriminate. I have my enemies to come.
Oh, instead of making them a footstool, you go ahead and you go ahead and
I'll feed my enemies. And listen, we'll hug them, shake their hands. Hey, you send them away for it. Come on,
listen there. Psalms 23 said, I sat at a table, prepare a table before me in the presence of what?
Presence of my enemy.
And then what they did, anointed your what? Your head with oil. And see, the enemy didn't know. They thought you was by yourself.
But your shall follow me all the days.
Who would that follow them?
Come on.
Or me?
Follow me.
Okay. And then who cup ran over? The enemies of your cup ran over. They thought you were by yourself, Bishop. But when he anointed your head with oil, you see what I'm saying? And the cup ran over. They thought somebody was pouring. Hey, listen, Bishop. They thought somebody was pouring some wine and the cup was running over, Bishop. But look here. The angels was some everywhere. You was one. You see what I'm saying? All you had to focus on is the giant. You see what I'm saying? And it was 1,000 against you plus with the giant, but the 99, the angels took care of them, Bishop.
That's right.
You see, but in the different thing with Jesus, when he got 100 in his sheepfold, you follow what I'm saying? And 99 is all right. He ain't got to stay at the church jumping up and down and preaching, talking about the people out there. What he gonna do, Bishop? He gonna go out there and find that what? That one. And if the one can't walk, what he gonna put him on his what, Bishop? He gonna put him on that shoulder, ain't? Let me stop. He said then when they out of line, see, they say your rod. You know that rod, what is a rod, Bishop? A rod is almost like a cane. You see what I'm saying? When you're out of line, the tip of it, you taking pop, pop. Give a few taps. You don't try to break it on them. Give them a few taps. Give them a few taps. And then you see what I'm saying? When they trying to go too far straight from the rest of the pack, you turn that cane upside down and you got a little hook on it, don't you? Huh? You gonna what you, Bishop? What you do with the fish? You pull them in, right? Reel them on back in. That's how Jesus did me, man, some years ago, man. You see, somebody made me so angry, Bishop. I went to go to get my collections. You know, I went to Brownie first. I got that old shotgun down. You see what I'm saying? That 12 gauge down, Bishop. You see what I'm saying? Then I went to ask Smith. Can you find Western? Smith and Western, they came on with that 38 magnet. You see what I'm saying, Bishop? Oh, let me stop. Then I went to Remington. You see what I'm saying? And got me that 30. Ooh, let me say 30. You see what I'm, Bishop? Listen, I didn't wear glasses then, Bishop. When I got the 30, somebody asked me, can you see? I said, my vision is 20/20. But I'm going to leave it there. You know what I go with now, Bishop? I got the baddest weapon that I ever had in my life. You see what I'm saying? It's shaped like a book. They call it a book. Somebody listening there. Okay, that's my daughter there listening from the city of Chicago. Let me tell you, that book is the strongest weapon. Inside of that book somewhere it says, no weapon formed against me shall prosper.
That's right.
But let me tell you, you see, it got much ammunition, brother. But it got 66 different weapons in there, Bishop.
Wow.
Some of them is old, the Old Testament that is. Some of them is new.
So
you see what I'm saying?
66 in there.
66.
It's multiplying times and dividing.
Bishop, go ahead on. You tell him, Bishop. You tell him. Hey, listen here. I'm going to tell you something, Bishop. You see, some people think I'm weak because I let somebody hit me upside the head. Some people thought I was weak in 1977 when my brother was shot 4 times and once in the back of the head, Bishop. They said he weak. He ain't gonna do nothing when he come out of the pen. But God gave me, God gave me an army where when I got out, we could have tore up something. But you know what we did? We did tear up something. We got the neighborhood back together. They said, you ready to go get him? I said, no. God is going. Do you know I shook the hand of the guy that killed my brother? He didn't even know who I was, Bishop.
Wow.
And you know what the Lord put on me? He said, forgive him. He know not what he do. He didn't know who he was bothering. He didn't know who he had life he had took it. Just like sometime when I'm assaulted physically and verbally, if they only knew, I'm not saying I'm the toughest person in the world, but I had something in me that God showed me every time it tried to come out. You know what he told me to tell it?
What's that?
Peace, be still. You see what I'm saying, Bishop? Peace, be still. Can you show them what you got on that grill one more time, Bishop? I traveled all the way to St. Louis to sit down with my bishop. I get a little, see, that's them turkey ribs there, y'all. I don't eat beef or pork. I don't give my daughters and them pork, but I give them beef. And Bishop, you got some of all that on there, don't you?
I don't have no pork.
No pork. I'm talking about you got beef and turkey ribs. But anyway, y'all, I ain't gonna talk too long. Y'all pray that we have safety down here. And then when I travel back to Southeast Missouri, again, I like to say to all the brothers and sisters in Southeast Missouri, at least in Charleston, Missouri, Wyatt, Missouri, in Wilson City, y'all did a real good job. You see what I'm saying? Y'all made the honor takers mad. Put me on here, Bishop, for a minute, will you? Put me on there for a minute. Can you see me, Bishop?
Yes, sir.
Let me tell y'all. Let me see what I got my hands up, y'all. Don't shoot. I ain't shooting. I got my hands up. And then what that say in the back, Bishop? Stop what?
Stop the violence. Stop the black on black violence.
Black on black violence. Tell them one more time, Bishop.
Stop the black on black violence.
Y'all know where these t-shirts was made? Right down here at the Bishop's house. So if y'all want some, you can contact me and the Bishop and tell y'all how y'all can get it. But let me tell y'all this here. Charleston, Missouri, even though some people don't get along with me, some people don't like me, that's okay. But I was able to do this here, Bishop, to some of the people that don't like me and we don't get along. We did this. We didn't do this here, Bishop.
Come on now.
We didn't do this here with guns all over the place.
Come on.
But I had this shirt on here. My hands up, don't shoot me.
Hands up, don't shoot.
When you think about killing me, think about stopping that black on black violence.
Stop it. Stop it.
You see, God is allowing a lot of this stuff to happen, y'all. Let me stop. I didn't come down here, Bishop. I'm an ambassador. I don't supposed to be doing this here. I'm supposed to go out there and get the sheep that's lost. I'm supposed to lead by example. You see, Satan had me for a minute getting on my YouTubes and on the Facebook, cussing and threatening. God sent somebody down from Alabama yesterday I never known in my life. The brother stopped by my house while I was putting water in the bird bath, and he said, brother, you're a celebrity down in Alabama. He said, we watch you on TV. I said, you got me mixed up. He said, brother, you're doing a good job here. He said, but don't try to seek revenge. Something that you told me and other people told me, and it was confirmation. God always send confirmation. He ain't gonna send no cake without some cream on it, Bishop. Let me stop, Bishop. That's your job, man.
Oh, no, that's your job.
Lord, can you slow me down a little bit? But you know what, Bishop? It's just so good to just get away for a minute and go to the mountains like Moses did. This is the mountain. I'm down in the mountain, y'all. I'm up on a hill right now. You see what I'm saying? I'm up in a mountain, but I'm going to leave right now, y'all, because I talk too much. That's why I won't get behind the pulpit. The service would never be over with. They'll be escorting me out. But let me leave y'all with this. When you see people out there in the streets, I don't care if they're dirty and nasty. Let me tell you a story that I was told before. A preacher, big-time preacher. You got some of them, Southeast Missouri and other places. They had a big sermon going on. They had speakers on the outside. They had a bench sitting outside and a big speaker up there. Well, you can hear what's going on inside of the church. Here's a man come in, he's smelling like alcohol, urine, defecation, ain't shaved in months. All he was coming in that church is to clean up his act. He come up in there. Soon when he came up in there, Bishop, you know what they did? The people in the back, they got them moving out of the way from him. He sat down, they moved out of the way, so he got in the middle. You know what they did, Bishop? They moved out of the way. He made it up to the front. By the deacons moved out of the way. Went over there by the mothers would. Then when he went up there by the preacher even doing this here, Bishop. The man said, all I want to do is hear the word. I want to clean my life up. You know what they did, Bishop? You would have thought that you was in the Nation of Islam, the fruit of Islam. They grabbed him, Bishop. Forced him out. He said, no, I want to hear the word. Set him on the bench outside. They said, listen from out here. He was sitting on that bench listening, Bishop.
My God.
He had his head down crying, Bishop. You hear me? Somebody touched him on the back of the shoulder. He didn't raise his head up. He said, what do you want? He said, what's wrong? The boy said, what's wrong? He said, I went in there to try to get saved and get the word, but they couldn't stand my smell. I didn't look and dress like them. I didn't act like them. And they made me come out here and sit on the bench. You know what that voice told him? Son, don't worry about it. If y'all driving, stop driving, because this might knock you off your feet. May make you turn into a ditch. He said, son, don't worry about it. He said, I'm Jesus, and they did me the same way. That's why I'm out here with you. They put me out.
Wow.
That's deep. They put him out. But when he come back, what he gonna say? When I was hungry, you wouldn't feed me. When I was thirsty, you wouldn't give me nothing to drink. I was hungry, Bishop. I come all the way from Charleston, Missouri to St. Louis. The Bishop feeding me. He gave me some water earlier. They said when I needed clothes, you wouldn't change me. That's all they had to do is change the man's clothes, Bishop. If he smelled,
come on now.
All they had to do is give him some soap and water. If he stinked, all they had to do is give him toothpaste and mouthwash to clean his mouth.
My God.
Give him a comb and brush to comb his hair. But they asked Jesus, these same preachers and deacons and mothers and everybody else that put him out to church, they said, when did we deny you these things? You know what Jesus said? You know, he don't always say a lot of words. He said, when you did it to the least. I'm going to go, y'all. I ain't no preacher. All I'm doing is doing God's work. If I didn't have my children and my daddies, everywhere they be killing the blacks on black, I'd be flying like Martin Luther King did. I'd be flying like Nelson Mandela did. I would be flying like all the rest of the real leaders do. Y'all that's nowhere, not where you at, Do your job. Don't let nobody tell you something about me. Ask me about it. You see, because I was like that man before. I was like him before. But God had brought me back on my feet.
My God.
You know, I may have got knocked down. I may have got locked up. I may have been spit on. I may have been called the N-word. But guess what? 62 years old, Bishop. Peace be
Good
still.
shape.